Okay, what if Deku was Sen remake? So in the last one, Sen was going back to his place from having a little fun time, walking around with her biological clone daughter. But anyway, Sen leave he had meeting with Insanity Dust and Killer Sense and wake up having a cold sweat and continue sleeping. It's the next day. Inko still don't let Izuku having a train because of his wound. If you guys don't know, Inko somewhat overprotective and don't want Izuku to get hurt a lot because after seeing his scar, so she tell Izuku to having fun again, and Izuku sigh and he's he say, fine, but can at least I brought them with me. He pointed at Fish Chara, Amber, and Pira. Ingo say, very well, in the 6th, on the 12 o'clock, I will give them a free time to go out, okay? Izuku say, thanks mom, and then he go out. Izuku wear his disguise. That is wearing a black hair and wearing a contact lens that make his eye look red. Izuku walk around the city and he go to Hosu, and when he walk around the Hosu city he made he accidentally bumped with Ida, and Izuku say, oh sorry ma'am, and Ida say, no, it's my fault, I don't watch my way, I don't watch where I go. And Izuku say, Ida? And Ida recognized the voice and Ida say, Izu. And before Ida can finish his sentence, no, her sentence, Izuku say, shh. And Ida say, oh, okay. Manuel with Ida and she say, Ida, do you know him? Ida say, yeah, he actually my old classmate. And Manuel say, oh, do you want to go anywhere? And Izuku say, actually I just walking around. So what do you guys doing? And Manuel say, we just patrolling. Do you want? No, she say, this should not be. I should not doing this. But do you want? You want to follow us? And Izuku say sure. So Izuku follow Ida and Manuel. And Izuku saying that Ida is acting weird and asks Ida, is something wrong? And Ida say, no, it's nothing wrong, Izuku. Midoriya-san. And Izuku see something. He can feel Ida is feeling somewhat enraged. And Ida come, and the rage is not coming toward him or Manuel at all. It's the rage is pointing at someone, but it's not here, and Ida don't know where the person is. By the look, by the feel of it, and Izuku remembers something about what happened to Ida's sister, because all of this in this world, all female having a quirk except for Izuku, of course. Izuku say, is it because of your brother you choose this place? And Ida somewhat stopped walking for a moment, and she say, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. And Izuku sigh and say, I look on the news about what happened to your brother. And Ida sigh and say, yeah, I come here. Ida say, I know about you, Izuku. You are one of the smartest, and I would not be surprised if you able to you have the deduction skill to know that I try to find the hero killer. And Izuku say bingo. And Izuku asks, what will you do after you find him? Ida say, I. Izuku sigh and say, you want to kill him, isn't it? Ida is quiet, but he's slightly not. No one can notice it, but Izuku notice it and say, sigh, Ida, I will not stop you, but please think what it will cause, what your brother will feel if you do something so unrational. Rational or unrational? I don't remember what the word actually say. But anyway, Izuku walk with Ida and Ida say, Izuku and Ida walk around and they stop at Manuel agency and Izuku say, well, I will take my leave then. And Manuel and Ida give Izuku a goodbye and Izuku think to himself. He think to himself, and I have to do something. So Izuku go back. No, he have to go with the girls. So Izuku go waiting for the go to the station for the girl, and when the girl come, Izuku say, so where do you guys want to go? The girls say, to the mall. And Izuku sigh and say fine. And let me guess, I will pay the bill for everything you guys buy, isn't it? And Amber say, don't worry Izuku, I have some money you can use, so I will pay the rest. And Izuku say, thanks Amber. And Amber blush and say, you're welcome. But in exchange, when we over 17, you have to, I will be the one that get your V card, to take away your V card. And Izuku realized what Amber just said, and the girls realized, except for Pira, because she somewhat a cinema role. And Fizz and Chara say, hey, not fair, we are the one who will take his V card. And Izuku sigh and say, it's going to be hell for me in the future. And Pira say, what is it, brother? Is something wrong, brother? And Izuku say, don't worry. So 5 of them go shopping and eating and go back home. They go to midnight and Izuku don't go to sleep. He actually sneak out and he actually ordered something before. Izuku somewhat have a interest in blacksmith, so and with a sword created, so he ordered a Japanese katana and he wear a mask and he go outside and Izuku create something on his free time, somewhat a gadget like a rocket shoes that can have a repel, a jump boost, and can stick on the wall, and a mask that can change his voice to a girl. And he also Hmm. He also having a clocking device that make his clothes changing to whereabout of his place. If he in the dark place, his clothes will turn into black. And somewhat I feel somewhat racist when I say that. But when he go to somewhat a blue building, his clothes will change to the color of the building. The color of the building. But anyway, let's just begin. Izuku patrol every night, and he trying to find the hero killer. But when he patrolling outside, away from the agency, no, away on the hostel, he he see the whereabout of the hero killer. No, the mark of the hero killer about people being killed. And when Izuku found hero killer, he sees something else. He see a hero bl- is blackmailing a person. And Izuku record this. And when he done recording this, he knocked out the villain and he called the police. And he have a somewhat using a camera that can one time use. No, because of him being a rich kid, he have a lot of money, so he buy a lot of camera. And Izuku recorded everything. And when he knocked the hero, he tied them up and called the authority. And he put a camera, and he also explained something. And when the authorities seen this, they were in shock and disappointed at the hero. So they captured the hero. And Izuku doing this every time. And Izuku gets disappointed about the society is coming from. What the society come. So it's the day of the Hosu city getting the attack. And this time Ram is with Shigaraki and Korogiri while Stain doing her usual activity. Izuku seeing all of this. Izuku feels something and worry. So he go around the city and he see a hero either about to get stabbed by the hero killer. And Izuku immediately goes save Ida. Izuku kicked the hero killer right to the face. And the hero killer. Another wanna be her hero. And Izuku say, "Hey kid, are you okay?" He pointed at Ida, and Ida say, "Who are you?" And in those few months, people have been giving Izuku a nickname. He get the nickname Ghost. And Izuku say, "Well, people call me Ghost. But anyway, try to move and get that hero native if I remember." And Ida say, "I can't move." And Izuku say, "What do you mean by that?" Ida say, "I don't know, it's somewhat working with his quirk." And Izuku say, "Do you remember anything?" And Ida don't say, I don't know. Before Izuku can ask Ida anything, Hirokiller throw a throwing knife at Izuku, and Izuku dodged it to a side and say, "Whoa, that was close." And Izuku say, "Ida, take off, hey kids, take off something. You remember what happened, and make native try to remember something as well." Both of them understanding this, so they think and try to remember something odd about Hero Killer did. Izuku and the Hero Killer both around, and Izuku and that Ida remember. No, native say, "Hey Ghost, if I remember before I get paralyzed and that kid, I think she licked my blood, and I think he did the same thing." And Ida say, "Yeah, she did. I think his quirk." Ida say, "Maybe her quirk is related to the blood, how much blood she consumed or the blood type." And Izuku say, I think it's maybe it's yeah, I think that maybe the correct answer." And Izuku having an idea, because Izuku see that the Hero Killer having more, he can move around because of the wall, so he think, and he kick Hero Killer as strong as he can outside of the alley, and go and say, "After you done with attacking the Hero Killer, attack the Hero Killer. After you done getting paralyzed, immediately run away." And Ida say, "What about you?" And Izuku say, "Don't worry about me. I can handle myself. Just run, okay?" And Izuku catch the Hero Killer outside, and the Hero Killer say, "You actually a hero type, you know that? You actually a true hero." And Izuku say, "So, let me guess. Your ideology, or I don't remember what it's called. Ideology yet? I cannot say it. You think, I see, what do you think? You want to kill all the corrupted hero, and you see only one true hero, and it's alright, isn't it?" And Stensberg, and she say, "Well, are you a smart one?" And Sten say, "Correct." And Izuku sigh, and he say, I know what you mean, but this is not the right way. If you do, you not only kill the corrupt hero, but you kill the innocent one. And you saying that you even spare Ingenium for what you did, because you see she's somewhat a true hero, and you using her as an example, isn't it?" And Stan was amazed to see quite a smart one. And Stan say, "Well, are you a smart one?" And Stan say, "How about this? How about you join me?" And Izuku say, "You want to say, join me to clean this world from the corrupted hero. But I will say this. I know what you mean by that, but it's the wrong way. And Stan sighed and said, okay then, so I will go. Well, if I let you go, you will be hindered by my job. But I want to spare you, really. But I have to kill you now. And Izuku said, very well. So Izuku take off his katana, and both the hero killer and Izuku having a sword battle, an intense one. And one time, Stin Get hit Izuku, and it cut Izuku in the shoulder a little, but Stin Get Izuku blood, and she licked the blood of Izuku. Izuku getting paralyzed for a moment, and Stan say, "It's nice knowing you for a moment, for a few minutes, Ghost, but I have to kill you, so no hard feeling, okay?" And then Stan throwing a throwing knife at Izuku's head, but Izuku think of something and he tried all his might, and he successfully get away by moving his hand to his mask and put it in front. The mask stopped the blade just in time, but in the course of the mask destroyed, Izuku put the mask down, and Izuku sighed and said, "Ah, man, I really worked hard on the mask, you know that?" And Stan heard the voice, and Ida and Native already finished from the paralyzation, and they walked, and Izuku took off his hood, and Ida was in shock. No, yeah, Ida was in shock because she wasn't realized that that was Izuku. And Native say, "Hey, wasn't that the boy that win the sport festival?" And Ida say, "Yeah, that Izuku." And Stay was in shock to knowing that it was a boy, and the boy having a talent in sword fighting. And Stin say, "Well, that was a surprise. I thought you just using your quirk. I thought you having a sword quirk that make you good with a katana, a weapon, a sword." And Izuku say, "Actually, I'm not really good at it. I can see the way of people moving a little bit slower. My way of view perspective, everyone walk is a little bit slower, so I can use my agility. My reflex is more faster than a normal human being, so I can move faster than a normal human. That's why I can dodge all your attack. And it's thanks to my technology that I can kick you as strong as I can before." As Stan say, "Huh, you're an interesting one. So let's just get back to fighting." Izuku sigh and say, "Very well." So Izuku and Stan fighting again, and this time a helicopter come and seeing what happened. They see a boy, the boy from the sport festival. They both fighting, and both of them is in bad. Is so good at sword fighting thanks to Izuku fast reflex and way of his respective of the view. His view perspective slower than a normal human. So Stan was in shock to see this, but they know all of Ida, Native, and Stan noticed something. Izuku is smiling, and his smile becoming a grin. Stan realized something. Izuku getting excited from just fighting. Izuku both getting more aggressive and more stronger. Izuku swing his sword and it pushed Stain backward. Izuku running and he kicked Stain on the stomach, sending her flying again. Izuku running to a building using boot, his boot that can make him stick to the wall. He running to the wall and he jumped and still was confused. And then he realized he something on Izuku's hand. He see her no, she see her own throwing knife and Izuku throwing it at Stain. And Stain realized on they fighting, Izuku not only dodging it, he also taking the throwing knife as well. Stain is on corner and Endeavor and Shoto come and seeing it as well. And Izuku's eyes turning red and Izuku starting to laugh and say more, more, more. Izuku pulled away Izuku throwing his own knife. No, his own katana. And Izuku wearing a glove that having a metal plate. So Izuku can block the attack of the katana to put it away, sending it away from him. And Izuku punched Stain. And Stain don't have the time to move. And Izuku started to realize something. Insanity, killer, and dust is somewhat taking over of him. Izuku snapped to his normal self and he sighed and he ran to the hero killer and he punched the hero killer, knocking her out. And he having a shackle. I don't know what it's called. The police thing, the metal thing that a police used to capture a villain. And Izuku using that and capture the hero killer and take away the knife. And say, here you go. And Izuku say, hey native, I will give you the credit. How about that? And native say, no way, you did all the job and you saved my butt back then. So you should get it. And if I remember, your quirk not focus on your physical strength. And you say that you using your tech, not your tech, to walk on the wall as well. And you show that your tech can walk through wall. So technically you don't use any of your quirk. So you get the credit. And look up there. Izuku look and see the news helicopter and Izuku say Warcraft. And Izuku say, oh well, what, my mother will be pissed at this? My mother will get mad at me? And then the flying Nomu come at Izuku and capture him and Izuku say, what? That was unexpected. Never tried to attack him, but it was far from Izuku range. And then someone come and save Izuku, But he wasn't the hero killer. The person summoned a bone and shoot it at the flying normal. And the flying normal fell to the ground. And the person using her blue magic take is take away Izuku from the flying normal and put him down. Izuku looked and he was surprised to see who it is. It was Ram, Izuku's biological clone daughter. And Izuku say, Ram? Ram? And Ram say, don't get this in the wrong way. I only doing this because I am the one who will kill you. And then Ram vanish. It's go the same way. Izuku go to Ida and say, Ida, that was a stupid move. I know you want a revenge for your brother, but killing him, killing him, not the right way. Ida say, I know, and I'm sorry to make you have to go to get involved in this. And Izuku say, it wasn't a problem. And before Izuku can walk out of the door, there's someone coming. It's the police officer and the chief of the police. And Izuku already know who it is, and he bow and say, "Oh, police officer, chief of the police officer, what may we can help you?" And the police say, "Well, I want to talk to you about what you did." And Izuku say, "Yeah, I know, it was wrong, but I don't use my quirk, and so technically you cannot punish me." And the dog police office chief police say, "Yeah, I know." Nettie say the same thing, and Izuku was surprised to knowing that. And Nettie Izuku say, "So you will still give me the punishment, isn't it?" And the police dog say, "Actually, no. I want you to follow me." Izuku follow the police chief and say, "See ya, Ida." And Ida swing his good hand because one of his hand is hurt because of what the hero killer did. Izuku go riding with the police in the car and asks, "So what will you do?" And Izuku, the police chief say, "Well, actually, we want you to speak a few words because of you doing the right thing. And I want you to explain to not do the stunt because don't try do what you did." And Izuku say, "Oh, so you want me to explain what I did?" And the police chief say, "Yeah, and I want to thank you for what you did to expose all of the corrupted hero." And Izuku say, "Yeah, I know about that." So Izuku, the media is go to, I don't know what to call the place is, but Izuku explained what is he did and what about he finding the hero killer and what he found. And Izuku say, I know out there are still a corrupted hero, but I want the next generation to what the prove what the hero mean. The hero, a hero, not only do it for a money, it's also do it to help the other in need. It's not only fighting the villain by using their quirk, it's also by helping them on any other way by giving a money to the one who need, giving a food and help a teacher, a doctor, a policeman, also a hero. But we lost on this new generation. So I want to change this generation of people to reminded of what a hero actually meant. And oh my, that's why oh my getting the first become a number one hero. He not think about the fame or the money. That is just a side reward. But the real reward he want to see is people having a smile on their face. And that's all I have to say. Everyone was in shock to seeing this, hearing this, and they not only they clap and they don't ask Izuku anything at all, and they was inspired, and they see that Izuku not using their. Izuku explained that he don't using his quirk, so and he explained that you cannot be a hero. You cannot just be a hero without training. You have to show the society your hard work, and you is a good hero candidate. So show them. So after Izuku saying this, a lot of people, even the male, started to train physical and quirk for the female. They're not only focusing on their quirk, and his classmate saying this. And when Izuku back to his home, Izuku was met with his mother and his three girlfriend, and Pira was amazed and say, "That was amazing, brother." And while Inko was say, "Yeah, that's amazing, but you still have a punishment." And Izuku say, "Yeah, I know. When I will go back home, I will get a punishment." And Inko say, "Good. So the punishment is when you marry three of them, I want at least two two daughter, two grandkid from each one of them." And Izuku jaw drop, and Izuku say, "What?" And Izuku say, "I already know about you having a harem, and I approve it. And thank you for Japan's law. You can marry three of them." And Izuku say, "Yeah, and Mom, I want to talk to you about something." And Izuku asks, "What is it?" Izuku explained about Ram and about he having somewhat a father and daughter time before. And the girls and Pira, Izuku girlfriend and Pira, hearing this and was in shock. And Izuku say, and when Ram attacked the flying Nomu, and she say that she will be the one who killing him, Izuku know that was a lie and say, "Mom, I want to help her." And Izuku say, "I know what you mean, so I will help you and support you in your cause." And Izuku say, "Thanks, Mom." And Izuku hug him. And Izuku say, you guys can join this too." And Izuku just realized And the girls and Piro, the four of them go hug Izuku and Inko, while Izuku on the middle and say, "I can't breathe," and all of them started to laugh. Okay, I will end it right here. Sorry for not uploading for a few weeks or just a week. I don't remember. But anyway, sorry for that. But anyway, see ya. Bye bye.